Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aileen. If you're new here, welcome.
Hey, fuck off, cunt. This is my fucking channel. Ooga fucking Ooga, cunts. It's Schmeckle, not fucking Elaine. Fucking Christ. Today we're gonna look at a video by some feminist cunt named... it's fucking Elaine. Anyway, this cunt seems to have just fucking deep-throated the bottle of feminist Koolaid, and she'd like to tell us why. Let's make a fucking game out of it. Take a drink every time this cunt sounds like a fucking moron. Enjoy alcohol poisoning, cunts. Roll the shit.
This is 100 reasons why I am a feminist.
Not that shit, cunt. Fuck off.
I'm a feminist because feminism is the definition of a belief in the social, political, and economic equality of the sexes. Which basically just means that no matter what gender you have, you should have the same rights and opportunities as everyone else.
That is the dictionary definition. The problem is that definition, 1, doesn't describe the actions and attitudes of modern-day feminism, and 2, describes a movement that lost relevance when women gained their equality, decades ago.
Because we learn girls to be careful instead of teaching boys not to rape.
Actually, we teach both, which we damn well fucking should. Both genders need to be taught not to rape, as well as to take proper precautions so as not to land themselves in a situation where they'll be victimized. Beyond that, you can teach all you'd like, but to use the common analogy, we also teach our children not to steal. Should we refrain from teaching people to lock their doors because the robbers should know better?
Because 15 million young girls are forced into marriage every single year.
That's actually a valid point. That is a very good reason to be a feminist. Let's give her a point. We'll keep track of how many times she says something valid. One question, though. When are you planning to move to one of the countries where this happens so that you can make a difference?
Because when I was younger and played soccer, everyone around me kept referring to it as women's soccer and not just soccer.
I have a feeling that this is probably because you were in your local women's soccer league. Women's sports are generally the less popular of the two because of the very different way that men and women play the game, and one will generally add the qualifier to the less prominent of the two.
Because many people still think that it's okay to sexualize my body.
First off, everybody is sexualized to a degree. It's part of being human to sexualize others because we are a sexual species. Second, what happens in the confines of your own mind is all your own. If men look at you and see somebody they'd like to have sex with, that's both natural and entirely okay. Even if I don't quite understand why they picked you.
I'm a feminist because girls still get blamed for being raped. Because she wasn't wearing enough clothes, or she was out alone too late at night, or her no was not convincing enough.
There may be a small minority of people who will still ask what a woman was wearing when she was raped. But for the most part, that's a straw man. We're well past the point that victim blaming happened on any large scale. Keep up, cunt.
Because nipples of a woman are still not allowed on social media.
Let's give her another point for this. The more lady nips on the internet, the better, as far as I'm concerned.
Because 97% of all of the rapists doesn't have to spend a single day in jail.
I believe you mean people accused of rape. If they haven't gone to jail, it means they haven't fucking been convicted, and have therefore been found innocent in the eyes of the law. Your entire argument is based on assuming that these men were falsely acquitted, which is just fucking moronic.
I'm a feminist because people like Sam Pepper are supported by people and are still getting praised and views.
Sam Pepper may still have an audience and a few supporters, but spend about 5 minutes on the internet and you'll see that it's pretty clear that most people hate the cunt.
Because non-binary people are ignored.
Because non-binary people are attention seekers. Even if they weren't, this isn't a feminist issue.
Because I'm not wearing makeup to impress anyone, especially not boys.
Good on ya, cunt. Not sure how this is an issue at all, never mind a feminist issue, but good on ya, cunt.
Because sexistic, racist, and homophobic jokes are not funny, and they've literally never been.
I'd say that depends on how much of a sensitive little bitch you are, but maybe that's just me. You know that saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder? Same goes for comedy, dipshit.
Because according to Wikipedia, 500,000 young girls are raped every single year in South Africa.
Hey, another fucking point for the feminist cunt. Still though, I've gotta ask again, when's your flight leaving?
Because women are decoration in films and video games.
Cunt, 90% of what's in film and video games is decoration. But I assume you're talking about the fact that attractive women are chosen over unattractive ones to be portrayed in media. This is a result of something called catering to your audience, also known as making your audience like your shit so that they fork over their fucking money. Ever notice that men in most genres outside of comedy are portrayed by attractive actors? Same fucking thing. Ugly isn't fun to look at. That's why it's ugly. Of course, you may be talking about the lack of female representation, to which all I have to say is that representation isn't important. At all. Content is important, not making sure you cram one of each type of person into the work.
Because most comedians are using women as their punchlines.
Most comedians have jokes about women because women make up roughly half the world population. They're ever present and therefore will always be the butt of a percentage of the world's jokes. Just like men, sex, jobs, children, dating, and airline food. These things will always be around and jokes will always be made about them. Because they're things that exist and nothing is safe from comedy.
Because I have to watch my drink at bars and clubs and parties.
I'd like to take a moment here to remind anybody watching that it is always a good idea to watch your drink when you're drinking in large groups or with people that you don't know. It's just a good fucking precaution to take. You might not even get date raped. Some cunt could slip you drugs, poison, AIDS blood, or any other fucking thing. Be safe, cunts. Fucking Schmeckle PSA.
I'm a feminist because the excuse boys will be boys are still frequently used.
Used for what? If you're talking about rape, which is generally what feminists are talking about, no, it's not. It may be given as an argument, but it's never accepted as an argument. Because
girls are taught in school that once they have sex, they lose a part of themselves.
Now, if you're talking about virginity, it's not just women who are taught that. The first time a virgin, male or female, has sex, it's called losing your virginity. If you're talking about the hymen, it's not so much that you lose it as that you break it, which I really hope is what you were actually taught in school. And that is something that you should have been taught.
Because beauty products are often promoted by women.
Well, yes. Women are the primary customers when it comes to beauty products. It would be very strange to hire Rob Lowe to advertise beauty products that he doesn't use, rather than, say, Beyonce, who does use them.
Because whenever a guy is hitting on me and I'm not interested, the only reasonable excuse is the I have a boyfriend card, because men respect other men more than they do women.
Or you could fucking grow a pair and tell the cunt to fuck right off. People respect somebody with the courage to speak their fucking mind, regardless of whether you've got a cock or a cunt. Cunt.
I'm a feminist because what I have between my legs should not affect or determine my level of success.
Oh, Christ. This is gonna be a wage gap thing, isn't it? Fuck. I won't hit the button just yet. I'll save it. We know it's coming.
Because catcalling is not a fucking compliment, and it has never been.
This goes back to the point I made about comedy. What is or isn't a compliment is subjective. Obviously, some guy screaming, "Hey bitch, I want to stick my cock in your ass until it fucking bleeds," doesn't qualify as a compliment to pretty much anybody. But I severely doubt that that's the type of catcalling that women are experiencing, at least in general. Wolf whistling and shit like that could go either way. Remember, cunt, offense is taken, not given.
Because bisexuals, asexuals, and transgenders are not taken seriously.
Not a feminist issue.
Because of the obvious wage gap. And that's even worse for women of color.
I fucking told you, cunts. Fucking saw this shit coming a mile away. Fucking wage gap. Shoo!
The wage gap is simply the average earnings of men and women working full-time. It does not count for different job positions, hours worked, or different jobs. It has nothing to do with the same job. It has nothing to do with discrimination.
Because it happens that women get punished for being raped.
I've heard of women being punished for false rape accusations, not for being raped. I really hate saying this, but citation fucking needed.
I'm a feminist because the woman body is discriminated, sexualized, and objectified every single day.
You already made this point, cunt. Rewind the video and listen to what I said earlier. Then come back here and pretend I was willing to repeat myself for you.
Because I have to explain why I'm a feminist.
You cannot be a feminist because you need to explain why you are a feminist. You know this. I mean, you fucking know this, right? I haven't gone and started picking on somebody actually mentally handicapped, have I? Because I'm already at number 27. I don't want to have to scrap the whole fucking video. Please tell me you get how that statement can't work. Please?
Because stopping legal abortion will not stop abortion. It will only stop unsafe abortions.
Don't get me wrong. I'm all for abortion, especially when it comes to feminists. But I really do think you're overestimating how many pregnant women would be heading to the black market for an abortion or cramming a coat hanger up in their twat. Vastly overestimating.
Because people use the hashtag All Lives Matter.
Again, not a feminist issue, cunt. Fucking Christ.
Because, I mean, a girl cannot be mad or annoyed without being on her period, obviously.
Actually, it's just when a woman becomes a completely unreasonable cunt that people begin to think that maybe she might be experiencing some wild hormones. It's called the benefit of the doubt, cunt.
Because Saudi Arabia prohibits women from driving.
Fucking Christ, at this point she might hit 10 fucking points by the end of the video. Chuck up another one. Again though, you're gonna be leaving soon, right? You know, to go where feminism is needed?
I'm a feminist because pussy is used as an insult. I mean, I'm gladly pussy, but...
So are dick, cock, and asshole. Together with pussy, cunt, and twat, these are the words that describe what are seen as the nether regions. All of these words will likely always be used as insults by the nature of what they refer to.
Because our clothes are seen as consent.
You've already made this point too, cunt, with the whole women are blamed for rape thing. So now we're down to 98 different reasons you sold your soul to feminism.
Because some people still seem to think that there are only two genders.
And a lot of these people are doctors and biologists. I wonder why that is, eh, cunt?
Because 1 in 3 men would rape if they knew that they would get away with it.
This is based on a single study at a single college, and a very dodgy study at that. Sarah Edwards, the person who conducted the study, has refused to reveal any of the questions or how the participants were sourced for the study, making this very dubious at best.
I'm a feminist because of the patriarchy.
What's wrong with the patriarchy? The super secret patriarchy meetings are some of the most fun fuck. I said too much, didn't I?
Because American Apparel thinks that this is good advertising.
Does it sell their products? Then it's fucking good advertising, dipshit.
Because I've been sexually assaulted several times. In fact, so many that I've lost count.
If you have, then I'm terribly sorry. Honestly, nobody should ever need to suffer sexual assault. That said, I'm talking about real sexual assault, not the feminist definition of sexual assault. If you're talking about the second, get fucked, you victim card playing cunt.
I'm a feminist because a person like Donald Trump could become the president of the United States.
Hey, I'm no fucking Trump fan, but he's better than the alternative. Personally, Jeff Holiday would have my vote.
Because the expression like a girl is used way too frequently.
I've generally only heard that in reference to throwing, something that men tend to do better because men tend to have superior upper body strength. Therefore, to throw like a girl would be to throw in a lesser fashion, and therefore undesirable.
Because I'm more than just a pretty face.
I think it's pretty fucking cocky of you to assume that we see you as a pretty face in the first place, cunt. But from the intelligence evident in this video, that might be the highest you should aspire to.
Because some people think that feminism is a synonym to crazy.
I know, it's fucking ridiculous, eh?
Stop it!
Oh, we should film it.
I'm a feminist because same-sex marriage is still illegal in a lot of countries.
This is not a feminist issue, cunt.
Because every dollar a white man earns in America, an Hispanic woman earns 56 cents for the same position.
Oh, Christ. Again, cunt.
The wage gap is simply the average earnings of men and women working full-time. It does not count for different job positions, hours worked, or different jobs. It has nothing to do with the same job. It has nothing to do with discrimination.
say, that was pretty sexist of you, to either like a friend or someone I'm around and I'm kind of confronting them, they will immediately almost scream at my face, "It was a joke!" As if sexism is funny.
Fucking scroll back again, cunt. We already did the sexist joke one. You're down to 97 reasons now.
Because whenever there's a discussion about rape culture, someone will always bring up, well, there are some girls who report false rapes. And although that's true, it happens, as does false reports in literally everything, no matter what you're talking about. There are false reports, but only less than 1% of all of the rapes that are reported, not to even mention the ones that are not reported because people are scared to report. Less than 1%. You can't use that in an argument. It's so irrelevant.
Alright, cunt. So if more than 99% of rape reports are true, then more than 99% of rapists are in prison, right? No? They were acquitted? Then in the eyes of the law, those men are innocent, and those reports were false. Less than 1%. Jesus fucking Christ, cunt. Use your fucking head.
Because society thinks that showing weakness is girly.
That depends what you mean. Physical weakness is more prominent in the females of the human species than it is in the males. Emotional weakness is harder to pinpoint because it depends on what you qualify as weakness. I assume you're talking about emotional sensitivity, and, well, take a look at your fellow feminist and SJW fucktards. Which gender's the most prominent? Hormones, cunt. Hormones.
Because when I was younger, I wanted to dye my hair brown because people kept on making so many jokes about blonde girls was so dumb, as if hair color actually defines your IQ level.
I don't know about where you come from, but here in Canada, blonde jokes are thrown at anybody with blonde hair, not just the women. Beyond that, nobody gives a fuck about blonde jokes anymore because everybody learned that making fun of gingers was far more entertaining. Thanks, Copper Cab.
I'm a feminist because 47,000 women die every single year because of unsafe abortions.
And I have absolutely no fucking sympathy for these women. Not because I don't believe in abortion, but because you're generally a fucking moron if you go anywhere but a legitimate medical center for fucking surgery.
Because girls all over the world are denied education because of their gender.
Hey, another fucking point and more of me anxiously awaiting your answer to when you're leaving. I'm gonna leave this one here, cunts. I'll cover the other 50 in a different video. Remember to check out the new Cuntstream channel hosted by myself and Wrath of Controversy, and also take a look at Dolphin Radio, a smaller channel that I'd really like to see grow. Thanks Shoe on Head for the wage gap button. Can't fucking believe I've already had to use it twice in this one. And that's it. Now fuck off! Fucking 50 more. Jesus fucking Christ, why did I fucking do this?